Okay, so this is how you're gonna replace this rear window on a BMW X1. What year is it?
2016.
16 to 20.
It's a F48 chassis.
Just make sure you don't break anything, huh?
Nah.
No? He breaks something.
First thing I do, just fucking breaks everything.
So these are all the tools you're gonna need. All of this. Just kidding.
Every single little item.
Yeah, everything. Alright, what size is that?
I'm going with 1/4 inch because we will need a T20.
Okay.
So there should be 3 screws.
Now the panel's ready to come off.
Yep. We got no broken clips as of right now.
As of right now.
Disconnect the ambient light. Disconnect the window switch.
Okay.
Take out the panel. After that, we gotta do this piece. Take off this cover. This one's a little tricky because these have clips.
Okay.
We gotta make sure we remove it. Don't lose any of the clips, which I'll show you afterwards.
That shit sounds good, huh? Okay.
So these are all the clips that we're gonna have to retrieve to put back on that plastic panel. We gotta take out this window seal. They should come off with these clips right here. Make sure you guys are very careful. Don't lose these. They do come off. Take that seal off. Make sure you guys don't bend it. You guys can put these back into place. The other one will be on the door panel right here.
Okay.
Pop this back into this corner. All right, so we got this out. Now we got to do this corner one. Let's see, this right here. Pull this out.
It just pulls out.
Yeah, this one just pulls out right here. This one you do have to be careful because we have to remove this aluminum trim, and we don't want to bend these.
We could always edit it out so it looks easy.
So
Yeah, that shit was on there.
yeah, so you don't want to bend these because once these are bent,
You'll be able to notice it on.
you'll damage the chrome piece. They don't go back into shape that easily.
Yeah.
So then we got this right here. You gotta push away from this aluminum trim to get it off that bezel. This one I like to pry off right here. Comes off. Be careful, same thing with this one.
Try not to
Don't bend it. That's that. You gotta pull. Now this side. I'm gonna push forward. Take it off the glass frame. All right, there's that. You shouldn't have to remove everything. The biggest thing is getting it, because this quarter glass will come off as one piece. So not really necessary to pull everything out. So the next big thing is these have 4 screws that hold it.
What size are those?
These are going to be T20s as well.
T20s.
Yeah. Be careful, guys. This glue is reusable. Easy to cut. Yeah, my boy's on a mission.
He is on all that.
Alright, as you can see, starting to make way cutting that through.
Do you have to remove all of it or just part of it?
No, you can just sneak. What I tend to do is I'll sneak just the piece that we need.
Yeah.
Which you'll see very shortly right here. Get a little light going for you guys. The bolt's right there.
Okay, yeah.
I'll grab a little bit of this, put it on the socket, because this one's a little tricky. This one does tend to try to fall, and if you drop it inside the door panel, you're gonna have a difficult time trying to retrieve that one. So just something for you guys to keep in mind in case you guys are attempting to do this.
Just like that.
Just like
Perfect.
that. This one right here. This one might fight you because technically you're supposed to remove this whole piece. I normally don't. I tend to wiggle it out.
You like to wiggle it out?
Yep. Got to keep things a little interesting.
Nice, nice.
So sneak this one through this little corner right here, which eventually you guys will notice you guys are able to. And then push up on this, give it that little extra space to pop that out. You will need to fully extract this. This is going to be the window seal, the guide as well. We got the glass pretty much already flimsy, as you guys can see. This one's a little tricky, guys, because this one is popped in here. Push, push, and then push towards the front of the car.
Okay.
I'll show you the clips.
Alright, where are the clips at?
So these clips will slide in here. This one will be pressed on.
Okay.
And we're replacing it because this weather seal is completely damaged and it looks ugly.
Yeah.
We got the new OEM
Brand
replacement, as you
spanking
guys
new.
can see, BMW. I don't know if
Damn.
you can get these aftermarket, to be honest. So these, the biggest thing you got to do is guide the window. You'll kind of adjust this. Push down. You'll sneak it in there. It tends to drop in its place. These clips, like I mentioned, you'll guide them in. Push towards you. Make sure that you guys got the trim with the glass guided in there. Now for this one, all we do is we slide this in here.
Right in between the glass.
Yeah, and then you slide the glass. Might take a little tampering because the glass is technically now loose. As you can see, it starts sliding down easily.
Yep.
All right. So now that we got that, remember guys, we got to keep this in here. Once it's fully seated, you'll push this back into place. And then there will be this lip right here. Let me see my phone. Get you guys a little better view now that it is getting darker. This little seal lip, you guys got to make sure you guys push it in here and get this fully seated. And as you guys can start kind of telling, this isn't moving no more. Let's start securing it in place. Make sure it's fully seated. All right, we got that. So we'll tighten these up by hand. Keep in mind these are plastic. Can't apply too much pressure. A good little quarter turn on each of them. Once it's tight, and we're good to go. Imagine it just breaks right now.
Damn, that was
shatters. Well, guys, if you guys never see this video go live, it's because we failed.
Oh fuck.
All right. All right. So we're good on that. We are sealed fully.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it looks
Now
good.
we just gotta transfer over these clips, get these going, and start reassembling this right here. Push this back down. Let's see. Get a good view at this side over here. Push down and push in. Same thing on this side. Push in. Gotta make sure we get everything nice and aligned. And then I like to push this towards the glass itself to make sure it's fully seated. So we are fully good on this end. Let's see, adjust this piece right here. Right. This portion we just gotta pop back in here. This one's a little tricky. Just make sure you guys lock this tab in right here on this end. You guys got to get that over that little metal piece for it to fully seat. And you guys get this to go over. It's gonna seat itself.
All right, so once you have all the clips off, you're gonna reinstall them back onto the trim.
This one will slide the middle portion first. Pop that into place. These tabs will kind of self-align, guys. You just gotta make sure that the trims are fully in. So, gotta push. Oh, technical error, guys. It looks like I slid these in wrong.
The wrong way.
Put the clips on the wrong side. Note to self, guys.
Don't put them in the wrong way.
Don't put them in the wrong way, or you'll have to redo it.
All right, show them how they're supposed to be, the clips.
Spring portion is supposed to be towards the glass itself.
Okay.
As you can see, I put them backwards.
That's backwards right there, so he's just gonna flip it.
Get this back into place. There you go. This just self-aligns to that plastic piece there. This portion, same thing. We just gotta pop these clips back in right here. All right. This one realigns in here. We're good on that. Make sure these are all fully seated for the door panel, because the door panel will be coming in soon. The seal, we gotta push these little rubber portions back in. All right, good on those. Now we can put this window seal back on. You got to make sure this panel is on, because if not, you won't be able to slide this plastic back in. So these, very easy, just pops into place. Just make sure it's fully seated. We're good on that. Now we got this upper and lower piece for the trims. Start off with the lower one first. You'll see the indentation where this right here doesn't have the seal. This will obviously sit on this end. Kind of guide that in place. Make sure it's fully up against everything. All right. You could even try to slide this down a little bit in case you guys think you guys messed up. I like to just double check. Now we got this piece right here. This one slides in pretty easy. This portion goes upwards. You guys will just throw that in there. Now, it's basically reassembly of the door panel. We'll go ahead and get the latch going again. Get the window switch plugged in. Where's the connector at? I never find it. We're here for fucking 4 hours.
For real, huh? Just trying to go blindsided.
Something like that.
Just got a feel for it, you know?
Yeah, basically. Unless you want to try to flip this a little bit. I don't like doing it too much. Puts a lot of stress on the cables. But alright. There's that. Now we pop this forward. Pop it into place. Make sure these clips pop in. That's pretty much that. All right. Gotta make sure everything's working, so let's turn on the switch. Make sure ambient light is working.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. Let's see. Windows not getting stuck. One touch still works.
Looks good.
And as you can see, brand new window, trims all back in place. we're pretty much good to go.
Looks great.
Now I just gotta put the other door, the handle in.